Good morning, folks. Thanks for joining us. So, yesterday, Shaq was emphasizing that you're one recruit away from an explosion, but you got to believe that for yourself. In the movie Matrix, Neo went to go visit the Oracle and said, started questioning her, and she said, what do you think? And he said, I'm not the one. And she said, sorry, kid. But she didn't say, no, you're not the one. She didn't confirm that. She just said, sorry, kid. Because it's an allegory, of course. The Matrix is a lot of successful people's favorite movie, because it's allegorious towards life, that if you don't believe, nobody else is going to believe. So you have to believe that you're one recruit away from an explosion. And he gave the example of Willie, and I really started that. I internalized that. He said in 2014, Willie Naranjo was at 400,000 of income. 6 years later, he's at $1.8 million of income. That is, by my calculations, a $1.4 million raise. I have a goal to be the youngest $1 million earner this company's ever seen. And sometimes that's daunting. You might say, hey, I want to make 100,000 by the convention, which is 7 months from now. If somebody can go increase their income by $1.4 million in 6 years, I truly believe that crazier things can happen in the Zoom age, where you can expedite things and collapse timeframes. That was just something on my mind. You're one recruit away from an explosion, but you got to believe it yourself. So, getting started here. Shondell, can you see my screen?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, yeah.
Okay. So Primerica is the best recruiting opportunity out there, out of any industry that offers the ability to recruit. People that start McDonald's and Subway franchises and real estate franchises, they can't compare to the Primerica opportunity. I tried to get a little creative here using I got a new Apple pen. And so I started getting creative with my drawing, and hopefully this is not too ugly. But I found out that in order to earn the same passive income that a regional vice president earns with ownership, you would need to buy, and you would have to purchase and put down payments down on 50 different real estate properties to cash flow the same passive income a RVP with ownership cash flows monthly. You would have to put down 60,000, which is a 20% down payment on let's say a $300,000 home. The average home in our area is $500,000 to $600,000, which would be a lot larger down payment. For a $300,000 home, a 20% down payment, $60,000 out of pocket. And let's say the mortgage is $1,500 a month, but you upcharge $500, $2,000 a month. So you're cash flowing $500 a month off that one property. To cash flow $25,000 a month, which is $300,000 a year, when they give you ownership in Primerica, you would have to do that 50 times. That is $3 million in down payments out of your pocket that come with debt on all of that ownership. You have to pay that debt down monthly by, paying your monthly mortgages. But when you compare that to the Primerica opportunity, you can start from scratch with zero money down for any business expenses. When you own a piece of property, things break, so you have to come out of pocket to fix the problem. If you want to improve something, build a deck or fix your basement, that all comes with out-of-pocket expenses. You can come here to Primerica and have zero out-of-pocket expenses, right out, no down payments, nothing. You just cover like literally 5% of your state licensing fee, and earn that right back in the form of a bonus. So there's absolutely no out-of-pocket costs. Let's assume you learn and master the art of recruiting and licensing. And for every one licensed person you gain, you generate about $500 in premium, which is about a $40 to $50 life insurance application. It's not even the average sized in our area life insurance application. It's a little less. If you can build a base shop with 100 licensed agents, off this metric, you're generating $50,000 in production, in life insurance production. As a regional vice president, the average spread or override on your base shop production is about 50%. So 50% of 50,000 is $25,000 in overrides, in passive income, which is the same exact amount that we just went over, that you would need 50 real estate properties, $3 million in down payments to gain. If you add a balanced approach to it, 100,000 a month in securities volume, that's about another 3,000 to 4,000 of income. Now we're at 29,000 of monthly income. But vice presidents get 20% bonuses on top of everything else. So 20% on the 50,000 of total production is another 10,000. That's 39,000. Let's call it 40,000. Actually, $50,000 in monthly income as a vice president with 100 licensed agents, all 100% passive. You are not writing one sale. You don't have to worry about something breaking, getting calls, late at night that something happened to the property. Not only that, you get ownership, 10 times what the business is bringing in per year, which 10 times 50,000 a month, or actually, I see where the breakdown was. It was 40,000 a month, and I meant to write 500,000 a year. So 10 times 500,000 is 5 million, and that is the level of ownership that Primerica gives you on top of the $40,000 a month, $500,000 a year, plus company stock. So what was the out-of-pocket cost to get started, master your craft, and go out and build an agency? Total out-of-pocket cost, nothing except time, energy, and patience. And everything from there on is pure profit. These are the benefits and outcomes of making a decision to become a recruiter with the Primerica opportunity. You start with no franchise fee, Another comparison outside of real estate is McDonald's. You know, to open a McDonald's, you have to come out of pocket up front with $1.6 million of a franchise fee. You have to have a certain amount of money that's liquid and proof of it in your bank. At Primerica, there's no such thing. On top of that, you won't see a profit because you have to come out. Most people don't have 1.6 million. They might have 4, 5, 600,000. So they got to come out of pocket. Well, not out of pocket. They got to go to the bank, take a loan out, and then start paying the bank back, and won't see a profit until maybe 3, 4 years later. At Primerica, you can start with no franchise fee, and right out of the gate, as soon as you get licensed, 100% pure profit. There's no staff expenses. If you speak to another business owner in real estate investments, in the franchise industry, any small business that has at least one employee, and you tell them that 100% of your income is pure profit, no expenses, it will blow their mind. They won't understand how that works. It costs nothing to recruit, but you can gain everything. For example, a $1.4 million raise in your income. The profit margin is staggering. Most people are, overjoyous if they can see a 20 to 30% growth in their profit margin year after year. Here, right out of the gate, it's 100%. It takes, again, 3 to 5 years for a normal business to start seeing a profit. In Primerica, 100% is your profit margin. You have multiple passive and residual streams of income. Multiple is the life insurance advances, the IBR renewals, the investments advances, the monthly contributions on investments, the trailer months, the bonuses as an RVP, the overrides as an RVP, and the monthly stock and stock on promoting RVPs. That's 7 streams of income right there. They say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Passive income comes from recruiting and training and licensing and promoting other people to go out and write business by you developing them. Every time they complete a transaction, you get paid without needing to be there. Residual income, you can go out and write a securities transaction and continue to get paid 5 years later from something you did 5 years prior. And you can teach someone else to do that as well. And the need in our industry constantly increases. I can't say that in the real estate industry. That industry is cyclical, but the life insurance industry need and the investments industry need has never been higher. It constantly goes up, especially because of things like a pandemic. And if you have a team, that increases the chances for increased sales for that team. And then there's the long-term wealth ripple effect. Guys, who can benefit from you getting wealthy? This is economics here in 60 seconds. If you get wealthy, obviously you are going to benefit from it. You will be able to live nicer, drive nicer things, eat healthier things, go to better, nicer places, gyms, travel. Okay, then your family will be able to benefit from it. Your kids will be able to go to the private schools if that's something that's important to you. And who benefits from that? The private school benefits from that, right? Because you're paying them to, like money to go there. And then I mean, this is not something that you want to per se do more of mainly, but you pay more in taxes, which means you'll contribute more to the development of your country, the resources to your military. You'll be able to give more to churches and build more churches and contribute more to charities. When you and then you'll be able to just buy more things in general, which goes back into supporting their business because you purchase something from their businesses and they'll have more money to, you know, innovate and grow their businesses. Guys, everything gets better by you getting wealthy. And by my calculations, there's no easier place to get wealthy than Primerica Financial Services, where you have no out-of-pocket cost and 100% pure profit. Thanks for listening, guys.